Patch version 1.06. Will this make the game better or worse for people? Striker. Oh, they did nothing! Like I figured! They did nothing but nerf Swiftmaster. Oh! Oh! That's it? Get fucked! What did I say? What did I say? I said I'm not expecting anything crazy for this patch. I'm not expecting anything crazy for this patch. I want you to understand it. You guys gotta hold that. This game only came out 2 months ago, and you guys are treating it like it came out for a year. Hold that. That's your patch notes right there. We want balance changes. Well, there you go. Swiftmaster got nerfed like everybody asked for, and everyone else is gonna stay the fucking same. Get fucked. You asked for Swiftmaster to get nerfed. Well, there you go. You know why they nerfed Swiftmaster? If you guys actually cared about the game, you would have watched all the Korean tournaments and seen how badly Swiftmaster was dominating the entirety of their events. Because they go by what is the most actively played. If you look at my list of characters represented in the top 300, you would think, man, they would probably nerf Striker. But she's not represented at all in tournament play. Like I said, she's not represented in tournament play. The only character represented the most in tournament play, actually, is Swiftmaster. For people that actually play the game, you would know that. But no, you guys are bitching about everything instead of actually playing and saying that the game is unbalanced. Get fucked. Hold that. Hold that. Now, Striker, they reduced the guard stun, or I'm assuming the block stun after the second strike. So my guess is they're trying to make it so that way it's not as easy to go into the 5MS, and maybe you could probably challenge the jump 5MS after the DP. That's what I'm thinking with this, right? That's what I'm thinking with this. Reduce the guard stun, maybe reduce the block stun, which means that maybe you could challenge after she does DP in the 5MS. Because people really don't like the fact that she could do DP into Tatsu. But who knows? We'll lab it. We'll see. Personally, aside from that, she's the same. And you guys are going to have to hold that shit. I'm still going to out neutral 99% of people. Now, deadass, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. If you expected anything from this patch to like change the game completely, no, the patch notes are not surprisingly short. It's not. The patch notes are not surprisingly short. This is exactly what I expected. This is exactly what I expected. Completely. I expected them to just nerf Swiftmaster, maybe change guard cancel, and that's it. They didn't nerf or buff guard cancel, which I'm very upset about, but they also didn't nerf Striker, which means that the way the game is right now is how they intended it. It's how they intended the game to be. Smart, honestly. Why nerf stuff within a month in? Exactly. The game has only been out for like a month to 2 months. And everyone's saying, oh, we gotta fucking nerf the game. Everything's broken. The game is surprisingly balanced. Swiftmaster was the only main problem. If you actually played competitive DNF Duel, you would know. You would know how the meta is. So get fucked. Like, literally everyone is shitting on this game and they don't play it. If you played it, you would understand the balancing. So get fucked. Get fucked. Everyone's complaining, oh man, guard break strings are OD. 6 of the 7 characters, so Kunoichi, let's pull it up, right? Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's pull up the dust loop and list the characters right now that could guard break you. Everybody could guard break you, but let's list the characters that could block string guard break you. So, Striker can, Berserker can, Ranger can, Swiftmaster can. I don't know if he still can because they nerfed him quite a bit. We'll read it. Kunoichi can, right? Launcher can in like 2 strings. And that's it. Everybody else can't. Everyone else can't really guard break you like that, like off of block strings, like true block strings. But This game has characters that can apply guard break pressure. Hitman can definitely do it. Hitman can do it without doing a true block stream because he does so much guard bar damage for his like 6 MS and shit. Yeah, Satyr, if he has the setup, can guard break you, right? It's not as consistent as the other ones I mentioned. So, the game is actually based around guard breaking. It is based around guard breaking, and you have to hold that. If they nerfed Striker's guard break block string, then you would cry about Kunoichi's guard break block string. And then you would cry about Berserker's guard break block string. I said this several times, that if you were to remove all that shit, you would be gutting character, like, philosophy. You'd be gutting the way characters are structured. To nerf the guard break block strings for some of these characters, you would have to outright redesign them. So fuck out of here. No, Berserker's gonna stay the same and you're gonna hold that. He's gonna keep canceling into Conversion and Frenzy. Striker's still gonna have her reverse beats and you're gonna have to hold that. Maybe they nerfed it in the sense that she can't do DP into fucking Tatsu for free. Maybe you could challenge her because they reduced the block stun after the second hit of the DP. So maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But my point is, stop bitching if you don't play the game. Stop. The people that play the game, rightfully so, that are good at the game, are bitching about Swiftmaster. And they're nerfing Swiftmaster. So hold that. Hold that. This is my little rant. I'm sorry. Because I knew exactly what this game was about. And motherfuckers are just going ham. So what did they do to Swiftmaster? I think that's what we care about. Decreased MP regeneration rate. So if we know Swiftmaster has, I think he had 15 MP regen rate. Maybe he had 12 beforehand. I'm not sure. My point is, whatever the regen rate is going to be way lower. Which means the combos that he's going to do, and this is exactly what I called for Swiftmaster. The combos he's going to do to you is not going to be as long because he won't build back as much mana. So this nerf is huge. That nerfs his actual damage output. Coupled with the fact that Wind Twist, Wind Orb, and Storm Quaker. So like, the Wind Orb, where he throws the orb out, and then he could change it into an actual explosion. And then the Wind Twist. Increased time needed to start MP regeneration. Meaning that you're not going to build MP immediately after you do it. Even with the easy input. So that's a nerf. Storm Strike, Vortex Hurricane, and Storm Quaker. Reduced guaranteed minimum damage. Which means that the guaranteed minimum damage is the minimum scaling. The minimum damage scaling. So if we go here to the Storm Strike, Vortex Hurricane, and Storm Quaker, if we scroll down to the actual move names, what are those? Vortex Hurricane, Storm Quaker, and Storm Strike. All of these are moves that did mad damage unscaled. So they're changing the base minimum damage on these. So not only are they nerfing the MP regeneration rate so that way he doesn't get as much mana in neutral, they're also making it so that way it's exceedingly harder for him to get those long combos because they're going to increase the time where he gets the MP regen after these moves. And they're even nerfing the damage output. So they're actually over-nerfing Swiftmaster. Wind Blaster, Stormquaker, and Sonic Move. Reduced guard gauge reduction amount. Meaning that he's going to do less guard bar damage than he normally did. Which was a big problem because he could guard break you, and he was able to use conversion in order to bait your guard cancel, and he didn't even need to use conversion because when he used moves like Stormquaker, which is the fucking spinning thing, this move, right? This move, he could move freely while it's happening. So you couldn't guard break him there. And it did mad guard gauge reduction. So now, even worse is that not only did they nerf his damage output, nerfed his MP gain, and paused the MP gain, he's not going to be able to guard break you easily. Wind Blaster, reduce the guard stun time, reduce the damage. Wind Twist, reduce the duration time, increase stun time. Disappears when guard break is inflicted upon Swiftmaster. You want to know what Wind Twist is? Let's tell you what Wind Twist is. This move, the fucking Spiral Swords. Wind Twist, right? Reduce duration time so it doesn't last as long. So he can't just ride on it in neutral. Increase the stun time and disappears when guard break is inflicted on Swiftmaster. Which means if you know that he's going to get guard broken, you can actually make the fucking moves go away. Make the projectile go away if he blocks on fucking guard break. Which is great. which is incentivizing you to guard break him. He has the lowest, he's tied for the lowest guard bar or guard gauge amount in the game with the other 850 health characters at 1,000 guard gauge, which means you should easily be able to guard break him if you've been playing DNF Duel properly. So they're making it so that way a lot of these moves, right, are balanced properly. So now he has to actually play fucking neutral. He still has his 9-frame 5M, right? He still has his 9-frame 5M. He still has the tap, but the tap isn't as strong, right? The fucking Wind Blaster is what it's called, right? Not the Wind Blaster, but the Wind Blaster they nerfed the damage on, by the way. They reduced the guard gauge reduction amount specifically on it, so it does less guard bar damage. But the actual Storm Strike, where is it? This move, reduce guaranteed minimum damage. They really don't want him to kill you for 60% on every character, including Crusader. So no, Swiftmaster got rightfully nerfed. So Swift is pretty fair now, to be honest. The combos don't really change too much, but he's losing the reps. That's what I'm saying. He's losing the reps off of like the increased time needed to start MP regen and the decreased MP regeneration rate. So no, like, he rightfully got nerfed. These are proper nerfs for the character. Now, the other 3 characters on this list. So Hitman, the build drill, right? Let's look up what the build drill is. Let's look up the build drill. The build drill, what does that look like? The build drill is the DP. The DP itself. What do they say about the DP? Reduce the guard stun after final strike. Increased guard pushback after final strike. So this move is going to have more pushback on block, the DP, but they reduced the guard stun after the final strike. You know what that means? You know what that means about this? The final hit of the DP will probably do less block stun. Which means that if you roll the fucking, if you roll the boys, you could probably punish him. They added push block after all. No, stop asking for push block. Shut the fuck up. They increased the guard pushback, the block, the pushback on block on the DP after the final strike. So you're not going to be able to actually punish him like with a big fucking punish. Maybe you could, but the point is, if he ever does the shattering strike after, instead of him being fucking 0 after roll, you might be able to punish him. You might be able to punish him after doing the fucking, the boys. Like, if he does the boys and you roll, you might be able to hit him. Because you'll recover in time. So no, get fucked. Get fucked. That's what that means. That might be what that means. If I'm assuming guard stun means block stun. Now, Grappler reduced time unable to tech during the charged effect of Magnum Salt. What's Magnum Salt? Reduced time unable to tech after the charge effect version. Is that JS? Let's figure that out real quick. I guarantee you that's what that is. No, that's not what that is. This. The fucking 5MS. The 5MS. The 5MS. A reduced time unable to tech during the charged effect version. So that means with this move, right? They reduced the time unable to tech, right? Which means that if you hit him out the air, you could probably get a big combo for it. You could probably get a big combo for it if he charges. Right? No, they reduced the time unable to tech. So he might be able to tech easily out of that, actually. I think this also has to do with his infinite. Mega dosage? Yeah. I think that actually has to do with his infinite. Not even the teching, yeah. I think you're right. That probably has something to do with his infinite. Because he has this tight-ass infinite he could do with the Magnum Salt. Because he's probably plus enough to link it into itself, if I remember, right? That's probably how the infinite goes, right? Where he can link it into itself. So that's not even he's still the same character. They're just getting rid of the infinite. So you can hold that. They didn't really nerf him. Yeah, he could link it into himself. It was a 1-frame window. It was extremely tight. Now they're just getting rid of it. Okay, cool. Nobody ever did it anyway because Magnum Salt was fucking the Infinite was so tight to do. So nah, like this is whatever. He's still the same character. He didn't get nerfed at all. Now Striker is the one thing I'm interested in looking at because they said they reduced the guard stun. If I'm assuming correctly, this means block stun. They probably reduced it after the second strike, meaning that she might not be able to do the 5 MS, the jump 5 MS immediately after the DP. But who knows? Maybe it means you could challenge her in between that or something else entirely. I'm not sure. We'll see. But does this change Striker at all? Not really. She's still gonna be the same character where she out fundamentals you in neutral. She's still gonna fucking, if she dive kicks you, she's still gonna do 50%. So hold that. So the thing that they did right was that this is probably the best patch they could have done for the game, in my honest opinion. This patch addresses the actual problem of the game that everyone was rightfully complaining about, which is Swiftmaster. And everyone else got slight nerfs. Hitman got slight nerfs, Striker got slight nerfs, and they didn't change anyone else. I'm actually happy about that. They could have made a few changes to everyone, but ultimately, they kept everyone the same and hit the characters that needed to be hit. Swiftmaster being the biggest, the biggest one. So nah, like, hold that. The people complaining about this patch being, or the game needing a patch, are the people that were complaining that this game was unbalanced really need to stop. They did the right thing. They're focused on the battle direction for the game, and now they can hold that. These are the overall changes for the list. Very short, but concise, and actually what the game needs. Hold that. The only thing I wish they did was change guard cancel. Make the guard cancel better, right? But given that they didn't do that, it means that this is the direct approach that they wanted for the game. This is their direction that they want for this game. You gotta hold that. This nerf to Hitman might be huge for Awakening. This means that you might be able to punish him for his Shattering Strike if they mean that they reduce the guard block, the block stun, like the guard stun, after the final hit of the DP, so you can roll the Shattering Strike, the boys, and then probably punish him. So that's what I think that might mean. So yeah. Anyway, you guys may hate these changes. I don't, but let me know in the comments down below what you think. I think that if you guys expected the patch notes to bring you back into the game, you might not like this. Honestly, you might not like this. What I think they need to do is drop some DLC characters. That's what they need to do if they want to bring you guys back in. Because that's what I think you guys care about. I don't think you guys care about balance changes, because you guys would have been playing this game if that was the case. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What they should actually fucking change. Actually, before I go, the thing that they should actually do, let's go here. What they should actually do for this game is they should change the regional pricing for this game. They should change the regional pricing for this game so that way people can actually buy it, like, in the world. Like, every other country can't even fucking buy it but the US. But the US and fucking Korea. Every other price is overpriced. Look at this. 200 Brazilian real for the game. Fix the actual fucking, like, regional pricing for the game that's on. That's what I would recommend. And drop some DLC characters. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all be easy. Take care. SonicSol out.